Hello again and welcome back to the channel. I'm Charles Nathan, your friendly guide helping you to navigate the shadowy swamp that is the modern British state. Today we're going to take a very quick look at the final report from the Home Affairs Committee, who've been looking into the dubious and highly contentious decision to ban Tel Aviv Maccabi fans from the Aston Villa match in November last year. There's nothing really new in the report, and you'll find a link down below if you want to have a look at it for yourself. But it does provide a good summary of the whole sorry saga. The bottom line is, yes, West Midlands Police deliberately doctored and in some case flat out manufactured evidence to support its preferred view that the fans should be banned outright. They've been caught out fibbing so many times that we don't need to rake over every instance which is contained in the report. They relied on non-existent incidents in Amsterdam, social media gossip, and even phantom football matches that were allegedly invented by AI to justify their preferred view that the fans should be banned. Their lack of candour over this matter strongly suggests that the decision that Maccabi fans should be banned was actually taken very early on, probably verbally and behind closed doors, and then later on the case was manufactured to justify the conclusion that had already been reached. The only question remaining, of course, is why would they do that in the first place? There are only two possible reasons for West Midlands Police to take the high-risk strategy of manufacturing evidence to fit the narrative that Maccabi Tel Aviv fans were so uniquely dangerous that there was absolutely no alternative course of action than an outright ban. Even though, of course, in reality, there's no evidence that the fans are any better or worse than any other fans. The first possibility is anti-Semitic bias on behalf of the decision makers, and that's something that needs to be considered. The second is that West Midlands Police couldn't guarantee the safety of either the visiting fans or the city more generally if a bunch of Jewish football fans turned up. Now, of course, they couldn't admit that publicly because it's a tacit confession that they're not fully in control of their own city when it comes to the safety of Jews, which indeed leads us back to the stain of anti-Semitism anyway. And there's really no escaping the ugly reality of this situation. However you want to slice it, anti-Semitism definitely played a significant role in this decision. We have a long established and proud tradition of policing by consent in this country, but that model is now being tarnished and warped into something new. What happens when that consent becomes conditional upon the singling out of another different group along racial or religious lines? That's what we clearly saw in the whole Maccabi Tel Aviv affair, and it's something we absolutely shouldn't tolerate. Acquiescence only ever emboldens bigotry, and tolerance should not be granted to those who, in their own turn, are manifestly, demonstrably intolerant of others. Now, our local and national leaders, as well as those charged with our safety and security, have been revealed to be unprincipled, cowardly hacks who shame us and deserve only our contempt for their lack of moral and political leadership. This incident has showed us exactly who they are, and we won't forget it. Not this time. That's all for today. Please, as always, like, share, subscribe if you enjoyed this video. It helps to get the word out, and it helps to keep truly independent voices growing on the internet. Because remember, our ignorance is their power. Bye bye for now.